You've got questions. Well, we've got answers, and we have the man to answer them, Jeffrey Levine from Buckingham. Jeffrey, welcome back to another episode of Ask the Hammer.
It's good to be with you, Bob.
Good to have you, and it's good to know that you have questions in your inbox.
I do. This one comes from us to us from a reader who says, hey, I have a governmental 457B plan, a deferred compensation plan, and I understand that I can take distributions from this plan at any time without a 10% penalty. Can I move my money from my IRA into my 457 and then take all of my money without a 10% penalty? And unfortunately, the answer here is no. And let's take a moment to kind of break this down, because this is a little bit unique. While in general, there is a rule that says you have to wait until 59 and a half to take distributions from a retirement account, there are some exceptions to that rule. And a lot of people are familiar with the fact that if you're disabled, there's an exception, or there are different exceptions for IRAs, for instance, for higher education. There are plan exceptions for things like divorce if you get money via a quadro. But what a lot of people don't realize is there's an exception for governmental 457, that's deferred compensation plans, just because it's a governmental 457B plan, like period, end of story. There's no, you have to be disabled or this, or it's just, if you take money out of that plan, the 10% penalty just doesn't exist. And so sometimes when people learn that, they go, maybe I can make this even better. Maybe I can take the money I have in other places and move it in here. And unfortunately, for those individuals, at least, the IRS, or really Congress, was ahead of them and said, no, you're certainly welcome to move your outside money into that plan as a rollover, provided the plan allows, but we're not giving you any additional 10% penalty exception. It's only the deferred compensation contributions and the earnings that can come out without a 10% penalty, but nothing else.
And just to be clear, on the 457 plan, it's similar to a 401k in the sense that it's your money being deferred, but it's through the employer.
That's right. It's an employer-sponsored plan. And in many places, this might be kind of a standalone thing. In other locations, they will offer like a 403B, and then this will be an additional opportunity to defer even more money. So some governmental workers actually have like a double deferral limit. They have the regular deferral limit of a 403B, and then they have a deferral limit on the deferred compensation side. That's something that's really unique to certain government workers. The other thing I'd caution individuals is that a 457 plan by itself does not mean that you can do a rollover. Right. Sometimes we see this where an individual will work for a nonprofit and have a deferred compensation plan, a 457, but it's not a governmental 457B plan. Only governmental 457B plans are eligible for rollover. Other types of deferred compensation plans are what are called non-qualified deferred compensation, or they may just be of nonprofits and are ineligible to be rolled over to an IRA or other type of retirement account.
Yeah, so it may not be pertinent to this question, but I took a call from a reader asking about 457 plans and wondering whether there could be employer matching going on with the 457.
Yeah, that is just purely your own contributions there. This is deferred compensation. You're saying, hey, you would pay me now, but I am telling you not to pay me. Put it over there and I'll take it later. That's what we're talking about here. Not going to be any employer contributions to those sorts of plans.
Yeah. Well, if I was listening to our program, I would certainly not defer asking us a question.
Ooh, well done, sir. Well done. And you shouldn't either. So if you have a question, reach out to Bob and I. Let us know. Email us at askthehammer@buckinghamgroup.com. Again, that's askthehammer@buckinghamgroup.com. And Bob and I look forward to seeing your questions in our inbox real soon.